So, hello there. I'm back, and I thought after the first stream it were a good idea to do this again. And yeah, for the next around 1.5 and 2 hours, we animate all the background stuff and the sprites of the birds. Yay! Actually, animating finally after month of only graphic stuff. Hallelujah. Yeah. I hope I'm not too quiet, but hey, we will see. Yeah. At first we need some music, I guess. And then I switch over to Photoshop and I show you some progress, which I did the last 2 weeks, I guess. The Spotify playlist says that I added the music around 2 weeks ago, and I did the playlist exactly 1 day before I started the stream. Then back for 2 weeks ago. What I do right now? I need the soundtrack, and we start where I ended last time. Not exactly, because I skipped some titles. Where we were. Okay, we heard Train Rush right now, so we start with the remix. And down until around this volume. Yes. And why does the current song doesn't update? Now. Yes, wonderful. So let's switch over to Photoshop. Hello. Old known thing, program. And you see, I did the background of Conductor, and here's DJ Grooves. And some cables are in my way. Please go away. I don't need you here. Okay, we have to live with this setup. Yay. Yeah. Last time the moon here on the ground weren't there, and the cauldron here. And I added some steam pipes where steam comes out, and these will be animated. Which one is this? So the steam comes out and got a less and disappear slowly in a not rhythmical pattern, I think. We will see how it looks. Yeah, and ignore the spotlights here. They have to be. Whatever. In this direction, because in After Effects I will use an expression for following another object, because I want them to follow conductor or DJ grooves, like the spotlights in the actual game. Even there they won't move, and it looks a bit odd, but okay, we live with it. Same with this too, but I have to rotate them, because they are not in the right direction right now. Spotlight meteor, something like this. And if you wonder, we are at the resolution of 2848 and 1152 pixels. It's a 2K resolution, even if I work with 1080p. I need some more space for shaking the camera and zooming in and stuff like that. So for that is this. Yeah, and then the satellite needs to be rotated as well. Something like this. It looks odd right now, I know, but this will hopefully work. I tested some things out and not all. The rotation axis was exactly in the middle. Later it will be around here or even outside of the box. We will see how it works, and yeah. And I will add some animation here on the wires, on the cutted wires, because the moon is destroyed the ground a bit. And I have to record some footage because the stars here rotate, and I don't know in which direction each of them rotate, and I need the speed of them to replicate this as near as possible. And I wanted to show the cable spark. They will some how is it called? Kurzschluss. Yeah, writing is not my strength. Bypass? I had said misfunction. Okay. Whatever. Some electrical sparks come out of them and fell down to the ground and disappear. Yeah. Every now and then in the animation, not that is just for detail stuff. It's early in the morning. Last time I was in the evening with my stream, and my brain was a bit waker. And now I'm a bit tired. Not quite as I wanted. Wake up as I wanted. I thought I would be now. But okay, we will do the best. And you see here over there, above here, all my all the tabs with sprites. We don't need conductor. We had conductor done last time. I need some grooves because I did some coloring here and there. Did I? Oh, maybe I did forget this one. Whoopsie. Now here is it. Here I have something, but I forgot the arms. Whoopsie. Well, I'll do this in the future. Not yet. It's not necessary to do this now. So let's start After Effects and have some fun. The big parade, and I have a cup of tea. Because it's early in the morning. It's 10 a.m. Hot tea. I have to slurp. So, now you can see my last few projects. Nothing special. Some, I say hand practicing. And we start a new project. And now maybe I close. Did I close it? Yes. For performance stuff. Why? I didn't change anything. I had hide some layers. Well, and we start with the conductor. That's the background. I need the sprites. Conductor grooves, conductor break. And we start with the idle animation, I guess. Yeah, the idle animation. Don't say I didn't export this one. I'm a bit of... What the okay, I didn't export it. I have to open Photoshop again. Nice. Let's drink some tea. And except for this, the problem I had, I saved all animations in one idle. We want the idle animation. So this and save as. Chup. And nothing special to see in this mirror window, but I don't want to share everything. What on my computer is idle, and it's maybe too small. Why the heck is this in the small? That doesn't make any sense. Wait. Yes, I need to shrink it down. Was it 150? Wait. I hope yes, this isn't cropped. Wonderful. Yeah, 150. Good. So I need a small version because if I change something, I have to do it on the small one and not for on the big one, because it would change everything and it wouldn't be that nice, I guess. And it would change more than I wanted that it change. So let's crop this thing to better animate this stuff later. I take the sprite with the highest resolution, as I would say, so nothing will pop out or isn't visible anymore. So then we can close this one and have photo After Effects here, and now we can import the idle animation. Am I blind again? Ah, there. So I want it as a composite, and the layer, yeah, should still have their resolution. And now I have a composition in exactly this resolution I need. Ah, I had to open idle, and I imported the PSD file, and with it all my layers are still here and I have full control of it, and I can change them in Photoshop later if I need. And yeah, and the thing is now 30 seconds long. We don't need this long, the composition is this long, because we shorten everything down to around, I guess, 5 frames. I think I tested it out with 7 frames. So we take 7 frames, we can shorten down them later as well. And I forgot some layers here. And I don't explain much to the surface, but you see here the preview. Here's the timeline where I work on most of the time. Here are my layers and every file I used in this project. And yeah, I can save this one. Can you please don't open it at this point on this monitor? Nee, yeah. I want to try a new system where I have every character animation and background animation in a separate project file, and so I need to save this separately. Or separate? Only separate, right? And yeah, I can rotate my mic a bit and call this conductor. So, and now we want to delay every single frame, so we have an animation. Simple stuff. Every film is just a yes, I don't know. Abfolge. A sequence of pictures. So if you ever wondered how films work. Use some pictures and you have a film. It's very simplified, but hey, this is how old films works and animations. So, and now I look at it. Where I shortened down the workspace, which are rendered out now as I start the preview, and we see it comes to life. I think that's okay. Huh? Is it too slow or too fast? Can we... Only frame rate. The speed isn't... I can't set the speed right. Ah, okay. But I think 7 frames per frame is okay. And I have to shorten down to crop down the composition to... I need to look how long this is. 5 seconds and 10 frames. Okay. So this whole composition is now only 5 seconds and 10 frames long. And yeah. So if I use it later, I have to loop it to make it loop, but not yet. I need a new folder called animations, and I have to add these in there. Conductor idle is just the idle, and it's not necessary that it exists. After Effects always create those composites because I used folders in Photoshop, and folders are composites in After Effects, so this happened. The dead. Next, I work through from left to right in the folder, and I think so I can't forget anything. Conductor dead can be deleted because we have dead in here, and I think 30 frames on this per frame. Wait a minute. It's... oh, I see. It has a 60 frames, please. Now we have 14 frames. Oh boy, now it's too slow. I wondered right now, but because I wondered because I was like, okay, it's a bit fast for 7 frames, a bit slow for 7 frames, and yeah, it was a frame rate of 30 frames per second, and I need 60 to make smooth animations. I hate it every time when After Effects or any Adobe program gets an update, because every setting I did before is get deleted, and I hate it. And I never see when they update. Only if I start and it says, hey, I did it. Update. Why are there some lines? Here they stop, so I can crop it better. I import this frame and again 23, 23. On the length of this one. Oh, I see where the problem is. I changed the frame rate of the whole composition, so okay. So and I used a uneven number of frames for one frame or for one layer, and so I got a decimal number of frames in each layer, and that occurred this problem, and I want to... Where I want to go? I think this. Import. 1 second, sequence footage, 60 frames. A time-based 25 frames, what? Okay. Okay, hopefully they don't do this anymore. And now I have to import every single layer per manually. Hey, that makes fun. It never occurs before. But hey, that's okay. The sorting is like, holy crap. It's like, it's alphabetical, and in this sorting, all numbers sorted with 1 and 1 0, 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, and 5, and so on. And if we reach 1 9, the 2 comes, and it doesn't interpret this as a 19. It's just 1 and 9, and that makes everything a bit complicated, but that's okay. The program doesn't know how I meant the numbers, so I don't care. Everything alright. We can do this. Oh, we're in the Thugcon forest right here. I think after we're done with Conductor, we start with the backgrounds because these are way dwarf and I see right now we started again with a conductor. Whoopsie. Yeah. Oh, the last frame was selected, so the frame around it every time showed up. Yeah, that looks okay. So now the length is now 241. And now I have double points? Doppelpunkt. Double dot. Double point? Okay. Double dot. Whatever. Yeah, this small thingy. And not a semicolon. That's perfect. That is stuff I know. And that is 60 frames, please. So I can do 30 frames of each frame. So this composition needs to be 1 second long. Nah, that's way too fast. Way too fast. I would say 3 seconds. Because he raises his head never, like never in the game, and it would be odd if he does this in my animation. Yeah, that's okay. Maybe I change it later, because I need this just at the end of the animation, and I don't use it right now. Dead in animation. Can we sort this here? Ah, yes, we can. Let's import the disco ball animation. I don't have any styles on my it's there. Disco ball. So my tea is empty. And I need this one. I think 10 frames around. Should be fast, but not too fast. And I still hope that the rope of the disco ball is this big. Otherwise I have to make this gap here smaller. How I close it completely? I don't know. We will see in the progress how I will make it. Doesn't look really... I see. I planned it like this. So he's there, then there, and then have this. Have to transform it and mirror it horizontally. I guess this one has to be around here, or doesn't it? And not here. I move it in the animation later. That's okay. That's the one where I get headache from. And I need a new folder here called layers, where I have all the layer folders in there. Disco ball. So I have everything cleaned up and I can hide them if I need. It's just my progress, how I work in After Effects, and yeah. I didn't want to open Photoshop, whoopsie. I wanted to import it. Whoopsie. This can be deleted. Conductor falling E. That the idle animation. Okay, good. Good, I opened it. Ah, here's my idle animation. Oh no, you saw my background. I need for... Where the heck? Thank you. So I need the all file again. I did it yesterday, short before I go to sleep. So hey, I did some mistakes. I need falling at this point. So now that's small. Nah, 2000. Let's crop that stuff. Okay, Photoshop did do some picture stuff here around here. Can you see this? So let's save this stuff. Is it open here? No. It's open here. Save as. Conductor falling. Yes. Cool. Now we can import conductor falling. This. Open this. And change the name to falling. Okay, the animation speed depends now on the falling speed of him. But I think he will fall around 1 second, I guess. So 1, 2, and he's landed. 30 seconds around here, I think. Maybe I change it later. And now he lays on, and then he lays on the ground. Yeah. Doesn't quite look appealing right now. Later it will. So next idle. Did we? Did idle already? Jump. Ugh. Importing, not open. Deleted. Maybe the conductor jump should be in the name, but I call it just jump. I will hate me later for this, but I can the layers name this folder. Yes, conductor layers. If I import it later to another project, I know these are the layers of conductor jump. Wow, I did many mistakes yesterday. Jump. This is... Oh, that's small. Oh boy. Yep. So, delete this and this. Scale it up, but only with 72 pixels per soul, per inch, per soul. Yes. And 2000 pixels. And now crop it so we don't have, and I did something wrong. He has some more frames added. Save and crop. This is the big one. Jump, yes. So, hopefully I don't need to change them later, because I don't want to save the small one now. So this one away, this there. And jump in there. So open this, and I guess around, it's a fast animation, right? I think 5 frames should be okay. I mean, I can spin them as often as I need to. Did it crop? At any point? Whatever. Yeah, that's okay. And he jumps from left to right, so he jumps backwards in this animation. Maybe I can demonstrate it. Let's parent this to this, and then say, nah, it's too fast. No. I can't. I'm not able to. And now the knife attack. Like this. Why I do this all the time? I was tired yesterday in the evening. I'm always tired. Nah, it's it isn't cropped, so but I remember I did this step yesterday. Struggle. Down, right, up. Save as. Conductor big. Conductor knife. Maybe I should look if they... Did I even do the conductor yesterday or just DJ grooves? Oh boy. This is knife 2, right? Yes. And I make them this big on purpose. As I said, sometimes I need to zoom in and need some more space at this point. So nothing will get blurry and stuff. Saw attack. Yes, I didn't do anything right. Wait, I'm in the wrong folder. Whoopsie, saw attack. Yep. It's sitting good. Maybe I was the whole time in the wrong folder? Well... Whoops, I guess. Knife attack. Or just knife? Knife. Knife. Knife is nice. Poses are unnecessary. I don't need them anymore. I think around 8 frames. It seems a bit random how I choose the frames, but it's some kind of experience now I have with these animations. Yeah, that's okay. It always depends on how fast they walk and yeah, how the animation looks like. And yeah, most of them are around 5 to 10 frames per frame. So it doesn't change so much between each project. This is perfect length. So I can change the length of the composition at every point later. Only the time base isn't changeable later. I have to work with 60 frames per second. I stick to that now. Maybe I can do 30 frames at some animations later, but I don't need to. Knife 2, delete. Why the layer in knife 2? That doesn't make any sense. Open in there, so... You said 8 frames, right? Nice. Thanks for the help. Why is this... After Effects is sometimes a bit... Thank you, Black Hole Gamer, that you like my words. I'm a magic man? Really? I do stuff. I do shorten layers and then click on play. I don't do more. and the pictures are moving after this. After starting. They are moving. Magic. Not really. It looks so odd without the knife, but in the actual game he doesn't have a knife in his hand. It's just a particle effect or so, because I can remove it with some sheets. And yeah. Sword attack. Always. I'm not focused. Damn it. This in there and this renamed and in this folder. Just 2 frames, and he does it always when he throw a saw blade. Not actually, he floats in the air later, but okay. He doesn't make any action at the highest point, but I don't. But I need. I want it. I want this that he move a bit as he throw his saw blades. So 1 second, I guess. How many throw he later in the game? Up to 3 waves, right? If I remember correct. Every time his arm is down, he throw a blade. And at this point he jumps up like Mario, and this is a throw. And then he has a new blade and throw. New blade, throw. New blade, yeah, okay. Maybe. It works, maybe not. I don't know. We will see. At this point everything is possible. And the last... Damn it! So... And rename this setting. And open this up. That's a very slow animation. So 20 frames. Just a slow idle animation, I guess. And this has to be longer. 20 frames times 6 are 1 sec. 2 seconds. Yes. Okay, these 2 frames has to be a bit more often, So I would say 5 seconds. He scratches his head a bit. Are these two? Nah, there's these two. Just duplicate them. And then he let fall his arm down. Yum. Okay. These two. Duplicate. And then like this. Yep. Now we are at 4 seconds for this animation. Just for sitting on a chair. Yep, and it can be looped. Wonderful. Wonderful. I like it when it's when everything comes together and works. So we're done with Conductor at this point. And I promised I do it now some background stuff because we saw Conductor last stream so much, and now we go over to background or grooves. We can combine it. Can do the grooves background. Not in Photoshop. Damn it. I need a new project. Save as. And I need a new folder called backgrounds. And the project is named DJ Grooves Stage. And let's import it. So now we have opened. Didn't I change the direction of these thingies? I wanted to demonstrate why I have to rotate them. Huh. And where we start. Then we start with these both here over there. So I need my cheat sheet. But do I have my cheat sheet? Cheat sheet. Maybe here. Animation. Yeah, here. So now we can go into the properties of the layer, the transformation layers. We have the base of all layers and all of animation, the position, the scaling, the rotation, and the transparency. Yeah, and we need to change the rotation. And how do we do this? We will, like this. I can rotate it and very easily, but I want to new null object. And I want to... A null object is a invisible object, but you can tie other layers to it and make stuff with it. Because I want to that these both follow the position of this square. They don't do this at this point because I need something called an expression. By clicking on this little stopwatch. Nice. One thing that it isn't translated to German. Nice. Yeah, with the alt click I can remove and add an expression, and I need this expression. It says now something with an error, but I have to write in here my layer which is followed. Null 1. And now it rotates depending on where the square is on the screen, but it rotates in the wrong way because I don't know why this expression rotate the layer initially, but okay. Maybe in a neutral rotation or something does this. Maybe it rotates in a neutral position or something like that. I don't know. And you don't have to understand what stands here. I don't neither, whatever. Basically, it says subtract something from this to this, from this and this, and this and this. That's are the x and y coordinates of the square. And then make a gradient of this. And I don't know what happened in here, but okay. I know how I use this sort of code. And now we have to go in Photoshop. And now that's a handy part. Why I use Photoshop and After Effects or Adobe products in general. Because they work together and I don't have to export every layer separate. And I need Spotlight Meteor. So like this around. There has to be a 90-degree angle to the ground, so it's parallel to it. I moved it a bit. I don't want that it moved around this. It has to be perfect at this point. And the satellite. Around this. And now I move the window out of your side and save outside of your view. Click in here. And magic! They rotated. Wait, I have to rotate this in this direction. Whoopsie. Save again. And you see how this flickering here above, and this means it ported or refresh all of the how it's called, connections. I don't know how it's called in English. I didn't even know how to say German. And now I need to put on this expression to the satellite and there. And now they rotate and look at the square. And that is what I need. Because in the game they do this they also do this. Okay, they do that doesn't do it. Only the light follows the conductor and grooves. And that's weird, but okay. Yeah. But I have to change a bit later in this expression, because here's stands this this composition and layer null, but later the layer isn't in this composition anymore, so I have to change it to, I don't know, I have to look it up, but for the moment it works like this. And now a bit of fun part. Come on, let's play a bit. And you get now a black screen for a while, because I have to boot up the game. So, but you should hear me all. And open Steam. Ahead in time. And start. And then let's stop the music for a moment. We don't need it. We don't have some music in game. And are you ready for yeah, I break some illusions right now, or maybe later. I don't know. Here's the game. Hello. There's the game. I wondered where it is, because it isn't shown up in OBS, and I was like, what the fuck? So, and it is German too. I can set it to English. It's possible on the fly. I don't know why it's changed all the time back. But yeah, my 110% fine. Yeah, I did Death Wish and it was a pain. Can you tell you that? It was a pain in the and just for everyone who don't believe I did this whole Death Wish thing, I did it. It wasn't fun. I did it around a week after it came out, and holy shit. And yes, I'm German. Hello. But I do my streams in English and all my stuff in English, so everyone can enjoy this, or more people can enjoy my stuff. And I need the finale. And now I open the console, enable cheats. Then I say I am a ghost. I feel ethereal today. And now we fly through the geometry to the elevator. I hope the game isn't that loud. Nah, it's very quiet. And to the elevator. In here. And then we walk a bit in the trigger box. And we can go out if you want. And again, enable cheats. After every loading screen I have to do this. And ghost. And now the illusion breaks. The elevator isn't even moving. And the next elevator is right behind us. That's great. And the light is visible here as well. And in the trigger box. And you can open up this door and walk away if you want. Yeah. So. Now we're in the fight. So I don't need to walk every time down there. It's a way too long walk to this. Enable cheats, and I don't have to start the fight because I use the free camera. Whee! They spin in the same direction? Okay. And I have to record it for a short while. So I can see exactly how many seconds they need for one rotation. It's all the same speed, right? And I thought they spin like they spin differently, but okay. And stop. Do we need something else? I don't know. Oh, there are stars. Ah, I can show you that only the light is moving and not the whole
Look who we've got
lamp.
here, darling. I guess you found my little secret,
huh?
This last timepiece is all
For
for you, darling. If
You want it?
well,
I guess you've guys gotta come and get it. How often I heard this one? I am God now, and Ghost, and Cam mode. So, CJ Goose can't hurt me. So, see, the light is moving, but not the lamps, and illusion breaks. Particle effects. Okay. And yeah, that's basically it. I didn't want to see much. I just wanted to see this. And I wanted to break some illusions. Back to desktop, please. And open this and hello. So now I need the recorded file. If I remember where's... Ah, there. Oh, today is the 12th. Okay. Record it for a short while. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Not with sound. We don't want you to hear me twice. No, 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 no. So, I think it's better if I open up Premiere, so I have exact frames where I can start and stop. I can start music, right? I paused at a track which is very, very quiet. That's okay. I don't save this. And everyone who see my layout for Premiere now screams. Everyone hates it. Normally the files are down here. Like this. But I hate this. I need them here. I want a huge cutting window. And let's take a look. Like this. So. I would say that's all 3 seconds. Not 3 seconds and 8 frames. That's just 3 seconds. So. Stage bottom. How do I wait? I want to copy them and insert them here. And sort them new. Okay, I need the background. Why is this background in here? But okay. Here. And now maybe I can delete this, but I don't know. I delete it. It's not away forever. And well, the star, I want them from left to right. So we start in the middle. And we have now 2 options. I tested out one where I set keyframes for every frame. That's wrong property. For 2 frames. 1 frame is 0 rotation and 1, and I want them to rotate 1 time. 1 whole rotation. And it looks like this. And it stops. And now I can say loop out. This basically say After Effects, if you reach this keyframe, start at the first keyframe again and do this until the end of the layer. Is this in the middle? It looks quite... it's a bit too high, right? Yep. Can move them a bit down. Rotation. Now it rotates. Yeah, it looks like it doesn't stop at this point. It doesn't rotate smoothly or loop smoothly because after 4 seconds the composition ends and everything is a bit broken. at this point, but believe me, it rotates smoothly. While yeah, you know what I want to say. I hope. So I can now just copy these keyframes in here, so I don't need to set all of them individually. And now we have a smooth rotation at this point. Wonderful. And streaming makes me a bit unfocused, really. I have to do the lights from the spotlights. And I do this right now. And the rotation point has to be somewhere else. This is something I can do right now. Is this? So we may imagine here's an angle point where it can rotate around, so it doesn't look like it has an internal rotation. And the satellite rotates around this point, I guess. It has to be a bit around here. This. Oh boy. The satellite will give me headaches. I need the point where it shows straight down. And this. Oh boy, I had tested it out before. Yeah, that looks okay. We ignore the fact that Conductor and DJ Cruise jumps out of the other side picture, out of the picture, and aren't visible anymore to us. But hey, the rotation makes sense. Not really, but it's okay. It's a detail I want to have. And I hope you don't hear the children from outside. I have my window open. I can close it. I only have half an hour now. And then I need to stop my work. And I didn't do anything. We say he's around here. There. So, and light. You want the light rays. I don't want a mask. I want a new shape. So, like. I closed the window. Wait a minute. That wasn't a minute, but okay. Now I have a ray. Nah, behind the where is it? Meteor. And no, T. I want opacity, transparency, whatever, around 25% or 20%. 20. And I tie this now to the meteor, which is good. Light ray left. And the angle point isn't in the middle, it is around here. And now we can move this and the ray follows it. It's perfect. But they jump to this point to attack later, so I have to change it like this, I guess. I hated it. That the null object is invisible if every time I want to change some other layers. It doesn't make sense, and I don't know why it does this. But now it should be. Ever wanted to see the grandstand's back? It doesn't have a back. Now jump. Yes. It's always in there, and that's wonderful. And now I can just duplicate it. That's alright. Transform. Horizontally. Mirror. Horizontally. Horizontal. Whatever. Move it to this point. Set angle point here. And move it under the satellite, tie it to the satellite, and now I can move this, and it's always in the center of them too. Oh boy! But maybe I let them like this? Do they need to reach the end? I don't know. But what I can do is add an effect. The Gaussian blur. To 20. So the edges are a bit smoother and not sharp. So the edge shouldn't be now this odd. Yeah, that looks okay, I guess. And if they jump out of the frame, it looks like this. So I can't hide anymore if I let them jump around outside of the view. That's stupid, but okay. And they and the transparency aren't, what it's called, consistent. Yeah, they change a bit every, I don't know, 3 seconds. So let's animate this. Yeah, 3 seconds, it's a second every second, right? Na 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 na. 30. So grab my other light ray. There. Transparency. Keyframe 30, and I don't want them to interpolate because they change it now slowly between each other. Yeah, it has to be. I rendered a bit to show you what I mean. So now you can see they blend in and out. It's not like in the game, so we want them to not interpolate between keyframes. And the background has to be visible all the time, please. I have to change it later as well when I make this whole composition around 7 minutes long. I don't know how long the fight is, but okay. Which layer says now, hey, I blend out? Stage top, right? Yeah. And everything is, oh boy. I hide all the layers now which aren't in here. So now you can see they do that like in the game, and it looks great. I hope. So the box. Oh yes, I changed the boxes here. The speakers. Speakers, not box. Box is a German term. Ah. The speakers. Because they had in a... It's not isometric perspective, but in a perspective view. And it doesn't look great in 8-bit, so I changed it. I changed them to this. So... everything's fine and awesome. And the waggy box here has to be shaky. Shaky, shaky. I would say 15 frames should be enough for them to have a movement that is visible but not headache visible. I have to wait. Nah. You inspect after this. Yes. I wondered just because it jumped in a triangle and it was like, wait. And that doesn't quite see. It looks like I wanted. Now I can show you how this actually works with the looping of compositions, because I pre-compose them here. Every time I open up, I have the layers, and to save space in here, I have pre-compositions. But the pre-compositions can't extend at this point, only cropped. So I have to add the time. Was heißt, what means it's Verzerrung, Zeitverzerrung. Verzerrung. I think the right turn were time warp. I have a site, website where I can look up maybe. Okay, yeah, time warp is... It's the right term, I guess. And now I can extend it, but it won't work. Because it just disappears, as you see here. Blub, 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 blub. For this, I need again my lovely loop out expression. And now it disappears on the last frame again. Because After Effects is strange. The composition is 1 second long, and after I go to 1 second and 1 frame, the box is back again, and in exactly 1 second it isn't visible because After Effects works like sees the frame on timecode 0 as a frame, as seen here. So this whole can't go in here. So I can't reach 1 second. It stops at 95 frames, as you see here, and that's the case because frame 0 is 1 frame, and I have to change the timecode in here to 95 frames, so this is visible at this 1 second frame. Don't ask me why this is, but it is the case, and I don't understand why it is. So we work around with this. Now it jumps happily around here in my whole thing, and I'm happy that it is. And yes, and the same thing on here. Yeah, 30 frames is okay. Hey, that is 1 second. Whoops. Because I want them to do this same amount of movement in one setting. Also, I have to make this visible, so this one jumps up and down. 1 second. And the strange thing is, if I reach here second 1 and go back into the composition, I'm here at 1 second. What normally isn't possible, and this is so stupid. But okay, I can work with it. I've worked around with it I worked with it around 2 years now. I don't know. So change this value to 95 frames. I changed it on both keyframes. I wondered why this doesn't do anything. Does it look weird if the speaker do a 3-frame animation and this only 2? I think yes. So I can delete these both, not 3. Hello, Wikizinho Pistola. Welcome to the stream. for the next around 20 minutes. Then I have to cook some lunch for myself. But this looks so derpy. Maybe I added another animation, another frame to this speaker, but not yet. And probably now the where is it? Ground. The thing, I don't know what I have to do with it, because they all glow up and glow down, and but I want to color changing here, so no. This one is it. Tolerance to 100%. I can choose one color here, and I can work around it by, say, the tolerance is 100%, and then I can transform the color here. And now I can use another expression, because I don't want to animate them manually or per hand, whatever. I want to I want that After Effects do my work for me, so I use this one. Posterized tile number, I would say 1. So what does this expression do? Posterized time is but no. I try to explain it this way. Wiggle is I have to set this higher. Wiggle does that this value changes 1 time per second by around 360. So the span where this value can change is 360 per 1 second, but as you see, it changes nearly every frame. Here you can see it around here or here. So and the value is random, but wiggle interpolate between every wiggle value it generates, and if I write posterized time before that, it doesn't interpolate anymore, and only every second. Okay, I need more time. And every second now they change to a different value, and not every frame, only every full second. Sometimes more, sometimes less. It's really random. Oops. To make it more visible, I add the effect to every layer. So it should be now more clear what happened now. So that's the ground now, and it changes its color every second, like in the game. Also visible here. Damn it. Maybe it's not that appealing that it's random changes and not on and off. Maybe I change it later. But light extend up and down on these floor tiles. So I need to add this as well. And I don't know how. I have a blur found recently. There. Nah, that's the wrong blur. Why does it exist? Okay. This direction blur. So, but this change makes everything blurry. So this doesn't work in that way. In this way. So I have to duplicate it at the blur here and hope that this works as I want to. Nope, because I have it has to be change this color as well here, but I have an idea, and as the value is picked or generated randomly, every wiggle is different to the one before, so I have to pick with this to this. Does this work? Oh boy, it worked. It worked! That's great. I like this. Okay. And now I can... is it... okay. But I have to do this. It's now for every layer. Wait, why is it 6? Blue 2, green 2, yellow 2. I have to change their names. Oh boy. Every time I copy one of the layers, the colors changes. Why? Ah, because it's a new layer right now. Ah, okay. I understand. And I call this shine. Makes the sense, I hope. Shine. Red. Now the higher number. Will shine 2. Shine 2. Nah. That's pretty tedious work. Shine 2. Yeah. A higher number. 3. So I can make a connection to the layer I it's not randomly, it shows number and stuff. Why does this have so many layers? Why does this DJ Goo so many details in this area? Beyond yellow 5. And yes. The tying to the other layer will be dumb, but okay. I have to open up this and this one, and then this. Oh boy. Pick whip. Yeah. But I can maybe I can copy this effect, enter this here and write green in here. Yes. Is there a way to open up just the part with the expression? I don't think so. I can Google short After Effects open expression only. Okay, it would be a longer search. No one do this like me. I'm stupid, I see. Okay. Yellow. Okay, I let them open up now because so I can see which one is thread 2. So and it's stupid because I don't know how if I keep this. And blue 2. Thanks for the automated save. I always forgot this. Green 2. And this is why why naming your layers is so important. If you do work like this. If I didn't name my layers correct, I didn't have a chance to make it right, and it would take much more time than actually needed, and this takes long. But this is the last task we do today. Maybe I can work more focused without the stream, but I think we did something. Even if I didn't do that much in this 2 hours, but that's okay. Animation is a slow progress. Blue. That's the wrong. So I need the shine, not the blue. Blue 4. Green. Okay, the last 5 now. Nah, the last 6. Oh boy. Yellow. Effekt, Farbe ändern. Red. 5. Blue 5. Oh, green 5. And the last one. And yellow 5. So, finally. That's 40 layers in here, okay. And if we go back now, we can see it has a small glow. And I know there's a glow effect, but it goes in every direction, and okay, here it works a bit, but if I hide all the shrines right now. And add the light, the glow effect to someone in the middle, to this one, and stylize glow. You will see or not. You can see it a bit. Not. Oh, this works as well. Maybe I didn't needed to. Nah, not really. Here you see that it goes to the next one, over the next tile. If I add this one here, it mixes it up and doesn't look that good. So I think my solution is okay. Ah. Yes. Ebene 15. Oh. Okay. I fixed the error. I think my solution is quite okay. And I need to add here something. And it's called a mask, because I only want that the light is going straight up and not down to the ground. Mask subtract also. No, I need yes. So now the light is only visible at the top and not at the bottom. And it changes every second. Maybe not the best solution. Maybe I change it later to on and off. But okay. And then only the 4 colors from in-game. But I have the possibilities, so I can do this. Yeah. And one last thing I want to show what I do with the stairs here. Oh no, I do have to do this later. Okay. I make it 2 seconds long. And 30 frames are way too long for the animation, but that doesn't matter right now. Around here. Okay, now I don't know why I keep this so exact right now, but hey, I want to show it as I think about it. What I have in my mind with the stairs. And that's the real last task. And you get the idea right now, I guess, what I have in mind. I don't know. They should be connected to each other, so it doesn't looks like floating platforms. Around this, I guess. Yeah, okay. For the moment it's okay. Yeah. I want... After HeadKit went down the stairs, I want them to disappear like this, behind this wall. So HeadKit is quote-unquote trapped in here, but actually she isn't. But okay, we ignore the fact. Wait, she comes from here. Or here? Oh, I don't know. We will see. Maybe from here. The stairs on both sides are shifting away. Yeah. And I remove all the keyframes here, because I want them sync up better, and I don't want to forget this. Yeah. And that's it. We are now at 12 a.m. Now, p.m. And now I'm done with everything. I didn't do everything I wanted to do, but the stream keeps me unfocused, unfortunately. So maybe I do this around bi-weekly or 3 weeks ago, yes. Maybe in the future, or 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, or once a month. I don't know. We will see. But streams will follow every now and then, every time I feel about it. And yeah, I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed it a bit. And have a great day. See ya.